Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
I'm Charlie Neff.
And today we're talking about Andrew Tate because he is coming under fire. There are allegations that he attacked a woman during sex.
Yeah, and there's crazy alleged text messages.
And photos as well. We'll also talk about the wedding of the century.
Yeah, definitely. Probably.
Forever.
Yeah, totally.
Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez will give you details about the guest list for their Italian wedding.
And you got some details too. I can't wait to hear your exclusive details on it.
Like 20 minutes ago, I got some breaking news.
Wow, you're kicking off the workday early.
I know, right? That means I can go home early.
Yeah, uh-oh. We got to ask Harvey about that.
And finally, Dr. Phil. He came on our Two Angry Men podcast and he...
Is this your competitor?
I wouldn't say we're competitors.
Oh, okay. Team podcast?
Yeah, I mean, we got TMZ podcast, we got Big Down Under podcast, which is killing it right now.
Oh.
And Two Angry Men podcast, we're all like, we're in allegiance. We're in allegiance.
Okay.
Dr. Phil says that Kim and Kanye could have their kids taken away from both of them unless Kim does something.
Oof. Pressure.
By
the way, we are live, so don't forget to chime in with your comments. We do get to those at the very end of the show. We'll read them out loud. Any comments you have about any of these stories or even random questions about us, comments, concerns, your concerns, maybe keep those to yourself. But anything else you got, let us know. Andrew
Tate, he is denying an ex-girlfriend's allegation that he attacked her during sex. So this happened a couple weeks ago, this alleged interaction between the two of them.
But a report was filed on Monday by a woman that he's been linked to, Bree Stern. Very gorgeous.
Yeah, she filed a sexual assault report with the police claiming that Andrew attacked her on March 11th while they were staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel. We have photos of the bruising on her face. She says that the bruising is a direct result of violent behavior during sex.
Yeah. So we got a statement. Oh, well, first, I guess we should say there's photos, too, that she had submitted, showing her face. She's wearing no makeup. The lighting's kind of weird, so it's a little hard to see, which parts of the bruises or the bruising. But, I mean, these were submitted, and it's kind of crazy. I mean, he does have there are other allegations against him.
Yeah, he doesn't have a clean record.
Right. Well, he hasn't been convicted of any, stuff. But, I mean, there are other allegations out there. So we actually got a statement from his legal team where they said Andrew Tate rejects this outrageous allegation and will relentlessly pursue legal action against anyone involved in spreading the blatant falsehood. They also say that basically she had spent many nights with him, had no issues at all, was willingly there. And they're claiming that she had asked Andrew to get her a private jet to New York, which he apparently denied. And they're saying this is kind of a result of that she got upset that she couldn't get this private jet, and now she's taken the claims to cops.
Right. Now, about those alleged text messages, and we have to say they're alleged because Andrew Tate's team is claiming they're AI and they're doctored, and I mean, we just can't believe anything anymore, even if we see it with our own eyes. But the text messages that this alleged victim submitted
are disturbing.
Maybe the most disturbing text messages I've ever seen. Like, Andrew Tate allegedly says in these texts, you talk too much, so I beat you. I will hit you today. Do you understand? She says, I'm scared. He says, don't care. Do you understand? She goes, yes. Why the hitting? He says, do you belong to me or not? She says, I do, because I want to beat the fuck out of you. You will give me a child this year, bitch. It actually just goes on and gets even worse, to be honest. It's like hard to read. Andrew obviously is saying like, these are doctored texts. I didn't send that. I don't know how to prove it either way, but
I
God.
mean, yeah, those are horrible.
So I guess we'll see how this shakes out.
Yeah, interesting. He's been in LA though.
Has he?
Well, this happened in LA.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen him much. I haven't seen him out and about much since he returned to America.
Right. But he does have like court cases in Romania. So assuming he'll have to be going back and forth.
I don't know that he cares to go to them. I don't know.
Yeah. It's just a bizarre situation.
It really is. Okay. On to our next story. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, they're going to have the wedding of forever.
He's the richest man in the world, right?
I think Elon is, or maybe Elon's less.
Oh, they kind of like compete at the top?
Yes. So he's got more money than God.
Yeah.
And lucky Lauren, well, not lucky. She made her own luck. She's
for sure.
She's run
paved
through
her own path.
She was with Tony Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm. They're married, right?
Patrick Whitesell, I think, a billionaire.
Whitesell, yep.
And now she's with...
I don't know that Patrick's a billionaire.
He's pretty damn rich.
Yeah, he's really rich, for sure.
And now Jeff Bezos, like, all credit to Lauren. So we've got potentially, some of the guest list. Do you want to read them out, Charlie?
Yeah, so we're told Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner got the invites. Some really big names here. Ava Longoria, Katy Perry, Orlando Bloom, Oprah Winfrey, Gayle King, Kris Jenner, Kim K, Jewel. Just Diane von Furstenberg, Brian Grazer, the film producer, Brooks Nader is on the list.
Is Trump going to be there himself?
Unclear.
One would assume, huh?
Because Jeff Bezos and Trump have been like really chummy.
Yeah.
You would assume that they would invite him, especially if we know that Ivanka Trump and Jared are invited. It'd be weird to invite Ivanka, but then not her dad.
I think so.
Yeah. I think he's going to get the invite. Whether he goes or not, unclear.
He'll
but
go.
He goes to like UFC fights,
he
doesn't
loves
he?
His stuff. He
went to the Super Bowl. Like, we're going to see him at this wedding.
I think so.
I just can't imagine somebody like Brooks Nader, who's like single, young, like going to a billionaire party where like the president is at. Like, oh my gosh, what a place to meet somebody.
Brooks Nader gives me Lauren Sanchez vibes in like a good way.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. A girl with determination.
So funnily enough, I was at Home Depot about 25 minutes ago.
What were you doing at Home Depot?
Just picking up a few screws and bolts.
Okay. For your head? Sorry, Charlie.
And I ran into none other than Lauren Sanchez's older brother, Paul.
Is this the one that she's like estranged from that like had allegedly leaked all those horny photos to Inquirer?
A different brother.
Okay.
This one's like a nice brother.
Which brother is this?
His name's Paul. He says he's an older brother. So I talked to him just like about the wedding.
Oh, exciting. Do tell.
Whipped my phone out and just started talking about the wedding.
Wow. Camera on the move.
He said basically this wedding is going to be of Princess Di, Prince Charles levels.
Wow.
So that wedding was one of the weddings that kind of stopped the world.
Yeah, definitely.
I think people in America were into it. People in Australia were definitely I think around
the whole
world.
world, for sure.
So he's saying that
so he's kind of saying that Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez are kind of American royalty.
I would think they are.
Interesting.
He said he doesn't care to meet anyone at the wedding because he's already met them all.
Wow.
Yeah. I asked, what do you get, like, the couple that has all the money in the world? What do you buy them as a gift?
Good question. Mm-hmm.
He says that they're getting people to donate to charity. So bad answer.
Of course. I wonder what charity.
Just a charity. I guess they'll give him a few to choose from. Or
okay.
I don't know.
I had that too, where I was invited to a pretty like rich wedding, and it was a charity where it's like you pay, you donate, right, and then they plant a tree on your behalf.
Okay.
Which I thought was like super sweet. So I donated, and now I get like updates even till this day, and it was years ago, about the tree. Yeah.
Going in the wind.
I love it. It's sweet.
So yeah, I just thought my headline from meeting this guy at Home Depot was Lauren Sanchez is with the richest guy in the world.
Yeah.
Her brother is at Home Depot at 7 a.m. on a Thursday buying Ruffles chips for breakfast.
What? I'm sure he was there looking for other stuff, Charlie.
He told me he was there to buy Ruffles chips for breakfast.
Really?
Yes.
Ruffles? Don't sleep on Ruffles.
They're a good chip.
Yeah.
They're a good chip.
And here he's like dropping like humble brags about like, oh, I already know everybody.
Okay.
Wow. I'm so curious. Sorry. One last thing, like Lauren always wears these like sexy outfits.
Oh, I should ask that.
God, I'm so curious, like, what her dress would look like. I bet it's gonna be, like, low cut, pumped up.
Yes.
Sorry, did that make you uncomfortable when I did that?
It made me something else.
Oh,
very
God!
uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable.
Your wife listens to this podcast. Also, I don't really have any boobs. Sorry to break it to you, but
I asked him if Lauren Sanchez is a bridezilla or Jeff is a groomzilla. These are all questions on the fly, by the way.
These are fun.
I don't have time to think of questions.
Yeah, it's a good. Well, you did a great job for once.
He said that. What?
I'm just kidding. Sorry,
okay.
That's a strays.
Dr. Phil says Kim and Kanye could lose their kids because Kim isn't removing Kanye from the situation. Like, Kanye is so volatile. Who knows what he's going to do next? He says all this crazy stuff.
He's never. Sorry, continue. I have thoughts on this.
He says all this crazy stuff. But he's never been sort of like violent.
Yes, okay, that's what I was going to say. Look we're thinking alike today.
I actually stole your point. I knew what you were going to say.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Yeah, he's never shown like violence. So that, I mean, yeah, would I want my kid around somebody that's like spewing hate? No, because kids are very easily impressionable. And I feel like even you could just say like a word like, oh, that's cool. And the kid's like, cool. Like they just kind of parrot. They parrot whatever like they hear from adults. So I just feel like that will just, make an impact on them and kind of like change them and make it like normalized to say that stuff.
I agree. But like, North was minutes away from hanging out with the Tate brothers a week or so ago.
Right.
And so, they've been accused of violent stuff in this episode. Yeah. And so if I was Kim, like, you got to go to the judge. You got to show them the X tweets that he's done and just other crazy stuff he's said on TV and say, I can't have my kids around this guy.
Yeah, the crazy thing is I think we said they have 50-50 custody, but Kanye doesn't really utilize that, right? Like he doesn't see the kids that
He only
much.
sees them when it's convenient for him, when he wants to get North in the studio or when he wants to rile Kim.
How do you feel about that as a parent? Like just seeing your kids when it's convenient for you?
It's terrible. I can't conceptualize it because I think most fathers want to spend as much time with their kids as they can.
Aww.
Well, what I would hope for the kids' sake, but Kanye seems to hang out with, say, North, and I don't know if he even sees the other kids, but kind of when it's sort of in his interests too.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad for the kids. By the way, you can catch this interview on our podcast, Two Angry Men. It's with Harvey Levin and attorney Mark Garagos.
Wow.
Exciting.
All right, you want to read out the comments?
Yeah, all right. To your comments. For the Andrew Tate story, wow, a lot of comments from you guys on this. Nobody's Home said, yeah, the world is out to get Tate because of all that and a bag of effing chips. Women just always lie about the man. Sure, I don't see anything sketchy about that at all. I think that's like a generalization. Do I think there's people out there that make women out there that make a bad name for victims? Yeah. I mean, it's hard to tell if someone's lying, if someone's not. But to take a stance this early, I think is hard to do.
Yeah. I mean,
we got to hear more.
To take a stance this early, you either have to be an Andrew Tate fan, so you're biased, or you hate Andrew Tate, so you're biased.
Yeah. Sorry, nobody's home. Kevin said, it's a lot of feminine hate against Tate, toxic hate. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a feminist personally. I will look at any situation not through the eyes of a woman. I'll try to just be like very open. On this, I mean, if those texts are real, kind of gross.
It's just crazy how far the pendulum has swung from the Me Too days, where everyone was like, victims got to be believed,
Yeah.
And wrongly, probably, it was guilty before a sort of trial. It was guilty by public. But now it's like, it's completely the other way. It's like, she's a liar, probably. That's what people
I think it's like, it's cancel culture, right? People are sick of like the general umbrella of cancel culture. And it's like, oh, people can say anything and then someone's in trouble. And like, what if that ends up being you?
Right.
Like, what if someone made a crazy allegation about you and you find yourself in that position? Would you want everyone to just believe the possible liar?
No.
Yeah. So I kind of understand. Colleen said he's so gross and arrogant. Yeah, I mean, again, if those texts are real, oof. T. Stevens said, hilarious, so fake text messages. David said, this is very disturbing. Yeah, so it seems like we kind of got a mixed bag of reactions from you guys. For the Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez story, Justin said, That room reeks of money.
There'll have to be like a...
Do they mean this room?
No.
Okay.
That reception, they'll have to have like a designated survivor, like a big celebrity not there in case something happens. Like
God,
all
to
the
be a
world's
fly on the
biggest,
wall.
all the world's biggest celebrities will be there.
You know what would be a cool thing to do if you're an influencer?
Yeah.
Sneak into the wedding of the century.
That would be good.
That would be
As a
good.
butler or something.
Yeah. For the Dr. Phil story, Eminem said, "Why is Dr. Phil getting in on this?"
He's Harvey's friend.
Yeah, we asked him about it. Ish said they talk like they are yay. They don't know what he does with his kids.
True. We don't know what he does and says behind closed doors. Maybe he's father of the year.
And maybe Kim doesn't know either. And so she's trying to protect her child in advance. We just see what he posts publicly, and that's a little concerning.
Right.
Couple miscellaneous comments from you guys. Heather Adney said, "I'm curious. We have heard all the Aussie foods Cotton likes. What's your favorite American food?" Neff, what's your favorite too?
Key lime pie.
You like key lime pie?
Yeah, key lime pie.
I had like a key lime pie smoothie, alcoholic smoothie
Yeah.
in Key West. It was okay.
You went to the wrong place. I can't remember what that fish place I went to in Key West was.
Place.
It was outside Key Largo. Oh my God, so good.
The Keys are gorge.
The Keys are gorge.
I love the Keys.
Hot though.
Key West, a little bit of an older crowd though.
And also my daughter got bitten by a pelican in Key West.
A pelican? Oh, that place where you feed them?
Yeah. She got bitten. It's a story we talk about to this day.
Oh my gosh. Does she like forever hate pelicans now?
We talk about it a lot. Yeah.
And?
There's a little scar there, the nasty pelican.
Oh my God. What a story for her when she gets older.
Right.
My favorite food, what's your favorite American food?
Key West.
Okay.
Whatever.
Mine is, I guess I'm boring. I like pizza.
That's not American, that's Italian. But
American pizza.
American
Italian
pizza.
pizza is a little too, not flavorful enough for me.
Right.
I
Well,
like a good flavor.
you like a good flavoring pizza.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Good talk.
Good talk.
What else is American? I don't like hot dogs. I don't like burgers. I like In-N-Out,
In-N-Out's
but I
good.
get the grilled cheese there.
Grilled
secret
cheese
menu.
In-N-Out. That's a crime. That's a crime.
Oh, no, it's not. Good grilled cheese, plain grilled cheese, only the cheese.
That's
in the
what my
bun.
daughter gets. That's what
Is
Peach
it?
gets. Yes,
Really?
it's a kids menu.
Yeah, I do kind of have like a kid palate. I
You
like a
do.
good grilled cheese all
Right.
the time.
Okay. Thank you very much, Charlie Neff.
Thank you, Charlie Cotton. What are we doing here?
I don't know. Just
Charlie
thank-
Edward Cotton.
Edward, Charlie Wilson Lawrence Tedeschi Cotton.
What a name.
Thank you.
Gosh, your parents set you up for failure.
Okay. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.